Hello my friends, welcome back to the first of, hopefully, many videos in a series I am so far calling Build Tutoring. The purpose of this will be to teach you some of the things I have learned from my experience building in Minecraft. I call it tutoring specifically because I would not classify myself as an amazing builder in the slightest. Maybe a bit over average, but I would still like to share some of my experience and potentially learn things from you guys. In this episode, I will show some of what I do to prepare for a build, including research, reference, and other parts of setting up a build. The first thing I like to do is research on Wikipedia. You could go to a random country and research from there. I chose something like Denmark. Go in on its architecture page, and I then find a style I find interesting. For example, I chose this round church on the island of Bornholm. I'll find everything I can about it. This includes stuff like floor plan or different perspectives. If you're lucky, you can even find it on Google Maps and use Street View to get different angles of the building. Once you've found plenty of references for your building, you can begin in Minecraft. The first thing I would recommend is what kind of world do you want to build in. You can choose a normal world to practice building for survival. You can build a flat world to build on an empty plate. Or you can make a custom world using something like World Painter. It all depends on the reason for building. Once you've found the kind of world you want to build in, the second thing I would recommend is finding out your scale. Do you want it to be bigger so you can create better detail, or do you want it to feel realistic and make it a size you can walk around in, for example? Usually, I wouldn't recommend going smaller, unless you're trying to challenge yourself. Third and final thing is your tools. You can choose to use no mods if you either don't have access to them, or you want to challenge yourself, but you can build more easily if you use mods. There are plenty of mods out there, including stuff like Axiom, if you want to be fast at building, or World Edit if you want to do it the old-fashioned way, or other small ones like Effortless Building or Building Ones. It's all up to personal preference, but I will be using Axiom while trying to be as friendly towards vanilla as possible, just for people who can't use mods like Bedrock players. This concludes my first video in my build tutoring. I will try my best to upload a new one, but I have some school stuff coming up, so it might take a bit. Please subscribe and like the video if you liked the video.